Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. In case you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hivyo tu, si watu sema hivyo tu. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. In case you're new here, remember to subscribe before you leave. So today I just felt like getting ready in front of the camera. I'm going to show you how I do my simple makeup and how I also make my hair, because right now it's in twist out. So I'm just going to take you through that process and hopefully this will be very short. I do this regularly. I don't wear makeup every day, by the way. I wear makeup like if I feel like I feel like if I feel like, or I'm going somewhere and I really want to look good. Yeah, so welcome. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you really love the outcome. I'm hoping that it comes out very well. So this is my bare face. What I did after I had washed my face is I applied my vitamin C serum and then I applied my moisturizer and then I applied sunscreen. So the products have sat in for quite some time, so it's just ready for makeup. First step for me, always using a primer. I'm going to be using the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser Maybelline Primer. It's very important that you start with a primer. It provides a very good base for your makeup to sit in over the years. That's something that I've really learned. I used to ignore using a primer completely, but it gives your makeup a very put together look in the end, because the products will sit well, not on top of your face too. Taingiana vizuri. Because I don't have a eyelid primer, I just make sure that I do that all the areas, like I prime all the areas with this one primer. So first things first, I'm going to start with my eyebrows. I usually thread my eyebrows, but I haven't, like I thread once in a year or something or once in 2 years, because there's really no need. They're not really growing as fast as they used to back then. Like in high school, I had really bushy eyebrows. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline New York Brow Drama, like the brow mascara. This is one of the products that I was taught by Nzilani, the makeup artist, just for my eyebrows. You brush them up really well and it will hold the eyebrow look the whole day. Next thing is just to line. Now that I have raised them up, I'm going to line them with my eye pencil. Devi eye pencil. So I'm just trying to fill in lightly once I have finished lining. Well, let me not overdo. Then I go back with this to brush a little bit. So once I'm done with that, now I'm going to use a concealer to line my eyebrows. It's not my favorite part. I don't do this every day. Like most of the times I just leave like that, but I want to look good, really good. I make some effort, I put some effort, and I'm going to line. This is Fit Me Maybelline Concealer shade 50. So this is a very light concealer. I normally use it only at the bottom side. At the top part, you really don't want to use a very light one. Most of the time, I'll just use my foundation or a darker concealer, because blending will be work. So this one I'm just going to use on this side. Okay, then I'm going to just bring part of that concealer to my eyelids. this is because I'm going to do very light eyeshadow, very light. Yeah. I'm doing this very kienyeji because I do not have that brush. That's why I'm spreading like this. Okay, so next part is just to finish this concealer here. Let me stop doing that. Just going to finish off that concealer here as I try to blend and finish. So I'm done with blending. I'm going to just put kidogo foundation now on the top area of the brow so that it doesn't look whitish, because the foundation will match my skin color. I'm using Revlon Color Stay 24-hour Cappuccino. My shade is 410 Cappuccino. It's for combination oily skin. Sawa, I am done with the eyebrows. So this will just blend as I put foundation. I am done with the eyebrows. This product, just get yourself that product. It should make your eyebrows even more voluminous. Voluminous, that's the word. Yeah, it will add volume to your eyebrows, and then it will give them like really fine strokes that look really good. Because I'm going to put kidogo eyeshadow, which is the next thing, I'm going to just powder this part where I applied concealer for it not to be sweaty. It's always good to powder, and I'm using the Fit Me Maybelline 359 nutmeg powder. Once that is done, now I'm going to apply my eyeshadow. I'm going to use Huda. I'm going to use the something very simple. That's the shade Juba. It's brown. I don't want to, like, this is like everyday makeup. So when I don't feel like going in with colors and all, I just use a very light brown. That's the shade Juba. My eyeshadow game is still improving. I need to really work on that. I don't know how to do like perfect cut creases and all that yet. I know if I put my mind to learn, I will. The next thing I'm going to do is use a liquid eyeliner. This is the Huda one. I think I got it from Kasha. I'm not good with eyeliners. I would have really loved to do like a good cat eye, but we just do what Kenya itatokea tu. We just hope it will work out well. So I'll just push my eye like this and then I apply. So next I'm going to go in with my mascara. This is the Maybelline one for some volume on my lashes. Yeah, I'm not one to do false lashes every single day unless there's a function, and most of the times unless there's a makeup artist, I really don't know how to put them. So I'm big on mascara. Next, we are now going to do foundation. Normally, I use Maybelline or Revlon or MAC. Just depends on the kind of day I'm having. So, or sometimes I actually mix. I find that MAC is quite heavy, so I can't use it every single day, but it actually lasts for long. Today, I'm going to use my Revlon Color Stay one. Interesting that this says it has SPF. I've never even noticed that until today. I'm going to mix it a little bit with the MAC one. For the MAC foundation, I'm going to mix it with the NW47. That's actually my shade. I usually find that this part is a little bit dark, so I usually find it so light for that part. But when I mix, it actually does a decent job. They both do a decent job. So you see the shades, they're not so far off from each other. This is MAC, This is Revlon. And most of the time, actually, on a day-to-day basis, you'll find me using Maybelline. It's so light and easy to apply as well. This is not a foundation review. It's just what I do. So I'm going to make sure that my blender is a little bit damp. I'm using the Maybelline Last Fix. Or you can use water, by the way. Just works very well. Then I'm going to blend in this foundation after I've mixed them together. Now the secret to a good looking foundation is to take your time with blending. Wow, goes a long way. Like, don't be in a hurry, just blend. So I'm using Revlon on the top part because I usually find it a little bit darker than the MAC one, and this part for me it's darker. So just going to continue blending it in upper jewel. Take your time to blend, guys. Take your time, especially if you want it to sit the whole day and sit seamlessly on your skin. Just take your time to blend. Blend until your neck. For me, I suffered from dark neck. I think it's called melasma when I was pregnant. It's getting lighter, and I think also with constant use of vitamin C, and whatever I apply on my face, I go all the way. Even if it's scrubbing, doing a facial, it's coming back slowly. But mixing the foundation all the way to your neck is actually very important. Well, I think I'm done blending. We shall continue with the blending. The next thing that I'm going to do is use a concealer just to lift the look, gives it a good lift. I'm going to use this Maybelline concealer. I've forgotten the shade. It's these ones that are very easy to apply, the Instant Pore Eraser. I love this concealer. I really love it. So all you do is just open here and then you apply where you want to conceal. Actually, I didn't know this is how you push the product up. It took me a very long time to figure out how to use it. Just conceal that area going like this, and then I'm going to also do it here and a line down, and this part is really dark, and this part. That's it. So I learned that you're supposed to give it a little bit of time before you actually do the dabbing. So I'm going to give it like 2 minutes maybe, or 3. Yeah, before dabbing. I usually keep myself busy doing my hair or any other thing just before I dab. So I'm going to use this small blender to just blend it in. It's always good to use a different blender from the one you're dabbing the foundation with. So the next thing I'm going to do is set the concealer. Very important. You can set with a regular powder, but I'm going to use a setting powder for that purpose. I'm going to use my Maybelline Face Studio setting powder. This is what we call baking. I have learnt it by force by fire. I use most Maybelline products because they're actually very affordable as compared to other brands. So very lightly, I'm going to just take the powder. Sijui kama inaonekana. I'm going to do that. And then before you put it on your face, dust it. Dust it, dust it, because it's a lot. Then now, set the area. You can always use a lighter powder, regular powder if you have, to set your concealer. I also learned it's very good to give it time. Give it like 2 minutes and then lightly you brush it away. That way we've set the concealer. Now it's in place vizuri, so that it doesn't crease at the end of the day. Next thing I'm going to do is just going to line the lower eye and put mascara on my lower, what are these, lashes? Yes. Wow, I'm doing a makeup tutorial. I'm not an expert, but I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This is just basically what works for me. So I'm using the Kajal by Maybelline. And then if you don't have a liquid eyeliner, this is still perfect for the top part. If you want to darken, just to elevate your look, you're always told like apply inside here. And very lightly I'm going to add mascara on my lower eyelashes. Sometimes this is very messy and I prefer to do it before. Now see, it's going to mess up my concealer. The next thing I'm going to use is a powder for now setting everything. Now that I've finished, I'm going to use the Fit Me powder that I showed you earlier when I was doing my eyelid. Yeah, so that's all I'm going to use. I really like this powder. In fact, on days that I'm not applying makeup, I just use powder and the coverage is so nice. My sister is the one who introduced me to it and I really love how it works. The coverage is really good. I think they improved their products. If you're not someone to apply makeup, invest in this powder. You're not going to regret. Just after washing your face, after applying your moisturizer and sunscreen, then you can powder. Very mattifying. Finished. The last thing I'm applying is my favorite lippy. I am a sucker for red lippy and this is my Nuba Milebachi. Got it from the Nakshinuba store on Instagram. They usually do deliveries. I got it a while back. It's been a while. So I'm just going to make sure I apply that. But before I apply it, I'm going to line my lips so that I don't overdo it outside the perimeters. Mechapuka, so I cannot show you guys, but it's Nuba Milebachi number 46, my favorite lippy of all time. That's it. I usually add a bit of shine when I have shoots, but it's not necessary today. I do kidogo. I show you guys how I do it. Just when I have shoots, so that when you smile, it looks like you're glowing on your cheeks. And for that, I usually use the Maybelline Master Chrome, the highlighter. So I normally highlight just when I know like I have shoots and I want to look like I'm glowing on my, like you're smiling, it brightens you. So kidogo too. I'm going to show you guys how I do it. I just use this brush and then lightly you smile. I don't know if you guys can see it. I can see it. So the last thing, very important, is to use your setting spray to set your makeup. You want your makeup to last. So for this Maybelline one that I use, it's important that you shake and then you spray. And then you let it kauka or dry up. One thing that my sister also taught me is a good way to make sure the setting spray sits in well is just to dab. But now you have to make sure that you don't dab vibaya and your products zisonge. See, you have highlighter here, so you dab gently. I'm using the cleaner side of my blender. That's it, guys. That's it for my makeup. Now next we're going to do our hair. Now, yesterday I washed my hair and then I used a mousse. I used the Saru Organics Moringa and Lemongrass Curl Defining Mousse to do twist outs, just to stretch it out a little bit before today. Yeah, I normally do that after my wash day, just put my hair in twists with a moisturizing product. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unravel the twist and do an afro, and hopefully it looks good. If it doesn't, then I'm going to change into a regular hairstyle that I love. I'm going to unravel my twist. When you're unraveling your twist, make sure your hands are not so dry. My hands are a little bit oily because I just applied body butter. And the mousse has really nice curls and makes your hair very soft actually. I'm going to unravel that and then we can see what we can do to the hair. My hair is still a little bit moist because I washed at night. So we're going to try and comb it into an afro. A very important comb that you have to have is an afro peak comb. If you're a naturalista, you really need this comb in your life. I got this one from Carrefour a while back. Don't know if they're still there, but it was a long time ago. So I'm just lifting the roots so that I can get volume, not to the end. It helps to fill in the gaps and then to give you a more voluminous look when you're doing an afro. So this is my afro day one after washing my hair. So to avoid shrinkage, just do twist outs after. That's it, guys. You really don't want to ruin the curls completely. That's why you really need an afro peak comb. So just lift the afro like that. But at the end, you maintain some curls. You can separate them pole pole like that. But you really want the volume and you want the curls as well. So ni pole pole. And that's it. I'm really done. This is my signature look. This is what you will easily find me in. Yeah. Just to make sure that the foundation is okay, I'm going to just brush here so that it blends well, kidogo. And then I'm not really one to lay my edges, but for some neatness, I'm going to use some gel, kidogo, on my edge here so that it can look a bit neat. So you make sure that your your gel brush is a little bit moist. And then you apply the gel. I'm using the Cream of Nature gel to neaten my edges. So the last thing I'm putting on is my earring, just to give the whole look a good vibe. Good vibe. I love this earring from Nairobi Glam Store on Instagram. I think they have a shop in town, but they have really gorgeous items. Obsessed. That's it, guys. That's my signature look. When you hear nimepaka makeup, that's all I have done, other than maybe more on the eyeshadow part. But on a basic day that I don't want a lot of things, this is actually what I do to my hair and to my face. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of the final look, and if you love this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and of course interact with my content. I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you for watching to the end. Bye bye.